These are the most interesting videos on the internet. Back in 2013, a boat carrying 12 men near Nigeria sunk to the bottom of the ocean. 3 days later, a diving crew was called in to collect the bodies of the men that perished. They were shocked when they saw that one crew member was still alive.
What's that? Okay. Alright, you found one, yeah? He's alive! He's alive! Okay.
They gave him some scuba gear and were able to safely bring him back to the surface.
Good job, my friend. Well done. You're a survivor.
Hard to see, but
that's so scary. How long? Did they say how long they've been there? That's so scary. That's so scary.
The little white speck is a human egg next to a
3 days? Wait, how long can you survive without drinking? Or eating?
coin to show how small it is. If you still can't see it, here are 10 human eggs all clustered together.
Wait, what is this?
The skull of a woodpecker. What's interesting about this is that their tongue is so long that it actually wraps all the way around their head.
That their tongue actually wraps around the back of their head and all the way onto the top of their head. Sometimes as far.
Do you think if their head is itchy, they can just go like... Do you think that if they want to scratch their head, they go like... I bet you that might be true.
As far as reaching back into the right nostril. And so here it is in top view, and you can actually see it's really pretty remarkable.
There was something I think before speaking. What? Wait, is this like... Does this contain radiation? No! Whoa!
These people were diving off the coast of Norway when they discovered a giant egg sac. This sac belongs to a squid, and the sac contains thousands of individual baby squid.
Me too, Riri. Guys, I got, the last time I got what is it called? The last time I got that, they try like 8 times before they can find a vein. A needle! For the blood stuff.
This is lycopodium powder, which is made from the spores of plants. This powder is so hydrophobic that this person can stick their hand into water and still be completely dry.
Now check out what happens when I stick my hand into the lycopodium spores. Into the water.
Whoa!
And my hand still comes out dry.
Whoa!
In case you didn't know, toucans have transparent skin that allows you to see their bones and veins.
I don't want to see! I'm closing my eyes! I don't want to see that!
The U.S. Navy recorded themselves shooting at practice targets in the water. As a result, many of the bullets can be seen bouncing way off the water, going in different directions.
Guys, what if one bounced back?
Look at him go! Right off the water like that, eh?
Here's what it sounds like when you drop a piece of ice down a glacier hole that is hundreds of meters deep.
Star Wars!
Something kinda creepy about this computer camera. For some reason, the camera has the ability to see through plastic. Even though the cover is on, you can see the batteries inside of this remote.
Guys, aren't shirts made of plastic?
This is what the inside of an MRI machine looks like.
Whoa! Whoa! Why did you do that?
This person was born with a condition called coloboma. Someone with this condition can normally see just fine, but might have difficulty driving at night.
Wait! I thought we see through the black part of the eye. You don't see through. How does she see? I thought you see through this part. We do? Then how does she see the same as us when us is here? Ah, it calibrates with the other eye. It calibrates.
This is what the tongue of a cat looks like up close. This is what it looks like when a paper towel absorbs water and space.
If you could go to space for free, would you go to space? If someone offered you a trip to space right now.
Almost like you had jello on your hands or gel on your hand.
This is what it looks like to run a sprinkler in the snow.
Geyser.
It's covering the sun. Whoa.
Whoa.
It's possible to create a bridge made of water by using electricity. Scientists are still not entirely sure why water behaves this way.
In space?
Straight across that guy. So I'm going to bring it up, voltage up.
How does it work?
Then I'll bring the voltage back down.
Oh, because it's constantly shaking? And shaking means it's pushing it against each other, so the water doesn't know where to go.
Then I'll bring the voltage back down.
This guy lost one of his eyes to cancer, but he had a great idea to replace it.
Okay, that's so cool.
He created a custom LED titanium flashlight to put in his head. This is how small the baby of a sugar glider is when they are just born.
Ah! Guys, I would mistake it for candy!
Researchers at IBM managed to make the smallest movie ever by creating a stop-motion animation out of individual atoms.
Wait. Whoa.
If you're a beekeeper, you might need to order bees in the mail. This beekeeper
Live
ordered
bees.
some queen bees to place in beehives that don't have any queens.
How the fuck did he get him in there so clever? It's pretty smart, isn't it? Here we go, here we go. Look at him go! Look at him go, guys! So how cool is that? He's put him in toilet rolls this time.
I had no idea that white onions go transparent underwater.
Guys, life is so weird! I don't understand life!
This is what it's like to release the anchor on a
I
giant
don't get
ship.
it! Frog, thank you! Whoever this is, who is standing right there, you're crazy! You're crazy! Oh, here, man! Yo! That's me, yes, because they must be stupid, so it is you, it is you. Guys, what if it moves? What if it moves like, and it goes, pow! Like a whip.
Fishermen cause how someone who is blind scrolls through social media on their phone. Their phone will read and tell them what the comments say. But here's the really cool thing. Since this person is blind, their sense of hearing and listening is heightened. He can understand and listen to his phone reading comments at 365 words per minute.
I'm really happy today because of two things that happened to me. First thing that happened was that I don't like one of my comments that I know you and one of your posts. The other thing that I had to get reconnected with Wi-Fi at the blue here, and B, C, helps me to get reconnected. So that's why I'm so happy. I love you, Roger Coco. Blue heart. And again, don't want to be
Dude, that sounds like my doing that live
They
character.
hypnotize their prey before attacking. These scientists wanted to see how long
It's a
it would
good
take
job
these
your
ants.
confused face is cute. Course we see it so often. Cheer 50.
You call me stupid?
To solve this puzzle.
Are you calling me stupid? This man understands FRAIKI. I've been talking extra slow for you guys to understand me. If I talk at my full speed, you won't understand me at all. Okay, so okay. Now be thankful. Be thankful.
The U.S. Navy wanted...
I bet Frankie would not be able to sell this puzzle. I knew about the boat. I am an ant, okay? My heart is ant. What do you mean? Whisper, stop rage baiting!
The U.S. Navy wanted to see if they could break through the Arctic Circle with their submarine.
Whoa. Who is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, he's scared! Wait, they fly in the... What?
What?
This plane doesn't need much space to take off.
Bye-bye! Bye-bye!
I'm gonna breathe it in, or see how it sounds.
This is sulfur hexafluoride.
There's reverse helium! There's the way! Is it safe to consume?
Or see how it sounds.
This is sulfur hexafluoride, otherwise sometimes known as the deep voice gas. What happens if I breathe in a gas that's even denser? This is polyfluoride butane. Sulfur hexafluoride is the deep voice gas. This is the deeper voice gas. I am the Dark Cloud Featherbed and I've come to eat your shit.
These scientists took a 3,000-year-old mummy to a hospital to scan his throat. They wanted to scan his throat because they wanted to learn what this mummy sounded like. For the first time in over 3,000 years, scientists were able to create this one sound of what this person probably sounded like.
Guys, don't laugh.
Return the slabber face makers.
Don't laugh, come on, man. Guys, don't laugh.
Sounded like.
Good idea.
Blood pulsing through the body. In case you didn't know, you have 2 large bones in your forearm. When your palms are facing up, they are perpendicular and don't touch, but when your palms are facing down, the bones cross each other.
I don't see it! Oh! I see it!
This is the eye of a tuna fish. They have vision that is 20 times better than humans.
What?
You can see how the eye acts like a magnifying glass.
And that's why they're so hard to catch.
tuna fish?
Because they can see everything.
Sometimes, if a musician needs to have brain surgery, doctors will have them perform during the procedure. This helps the surgeons know exactly where the main problems are occurring.
They can't ask me to do this with piano because I make so many mistakes. They're gonna stop my surgery every 10 seconds.
Fantastic. Well done.
This is how aquariums give anesthesia to their fish so that surgery can be safely performed.
Oh! Wait! No! No!
Some cars have built-in air jack systems
Oh, that's a nice... What car is this? It looks so cool! How good
to make it really easy to change the tires.
Whoa! Aventador? Lamborghini? Oh.
These scientists wanted to observe the aerodynamics of birds by having them fly through soap bubbles.
I'm sorry for pausing again. Is this why engines are like these in planes? Wait! This is what a plane looks like! Dun, 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 dun! Oh! Because the best way to fly through air is circular, because they learn from the birds. Wow. Wow!
This ape is smart enough to know how to use a juice box.
Huh? right. Do you know how many times I try to get like a straw in the thing, sometimes it doesn't work?
This crab grabbed a jellyfish and then put it on its head to protect itself from predators.
And this ape is smart enough to be of Tuber Cheer 50.
Oh, you need way more than that. Okay. Any Capri Sun drinkers? I used to drink Capri Sun all the time when I was a kid. It's the dumbest design ever. So stupid, the design. So stupid.
If you take steel wool and burn it, it will gain mass. Steel wool is made of iron. When it burns, it forms iron oxide, which has a greater mass than iron.
Thunder? What was that?
This is the saw that is used to cut through bones when performing an autopsy.
Oh! I did not want to know that. I did not want to know that.
The saw was designed so that it can't cut through human skin, but it can cut through bone. He then demonstrated how the saw works using a bone from a pig.
Ah!
These cats all
Oh my god! Wait!
woke up at the same time
no!
because they felt an
That's
earthquake
terrible!
that was about to hit.
How do they know? Guys, I think because their paws have like much more print than us. Hazard pay. What?
This is what it looks like when a snail lays eggs.
Oh. Cool. Now I know how snails lay eggs.
This pilot wanted to show off his skills by having his plane dive down and spin while trying his best to not lose any water.
Would you eat that? What? Cause how did I get dizzy?
This is the CN Tower in Toronto, Canada, and it creates what appears to be random colors of light on the side of the building. A photographer cracked the code and discovered that if you take a picture of each line and then stitch them together, they create certain images.
Good technique.
Straight up on the
When you sew. Same reason as the last one. If you guys, for those who don't understand, let me explain to you with my intellect. I will explain to you what exactly happened here. You see, when the candle was getting blown, the oxygen went up because heat moves upwards. Oxygen go up, and when the fire turned on, the oxygen reversed its course. It was like, freak, go back. There's a fire there. Oxygen can't escape. And then boom.
This is called Braille screen input, and it makes it possible for someone who is blind to text on their phone. A combination of the numbers on the screen creates different characters.
this IS.
Oh wait, there is oxygen everywhere.
D-E-M-O, demo, O-F, B, R-L, Braille, S-C-R-E-E-N, screen,
Whoa.
I-M-P-U-T, input, O-N-R-T, I-P-H, dot, O, period. Portrait.
Whoa.
This guy figured out a smart way to get rid of bugs.
Guys, technology's gone so far for people like that. That's so genius!
This is an anhydroagate, which is basically just a rock that has water that's been trapped inside for millions of years.
But how? But how? But how? Is there holes in it? Is there holes?
The plane flew so high in the sky that it would skim on the edge of space. The pilots had to dress up in gear that resembled an astronaut suit.
What? Wait. So space is fake? They never actually went to space? They just wore a spacesuit? And they went on a plane? What? What is this? Oh, they are. Oh, wait. I didn't see that. Wait, they are in space. Huh? You can go to space with a plane? What?
Here's an extreme close-up of what getting a tattoo looks like.
Guys, if you go a little too high, don't you get pushed to the wrong dimension?
Here's an extreme close-up of what getting a tattoo looks like.
Wait. What? Guys, our tattoos... it's cutting in your skin? Oh.
This person has a school textbook from 1915. A student wrote on the first page, "Look on page 100." When you go to page 100, at the top it says, "You are a fool for looking." So we all just got pranked by a 12-year-old from over 100 years ago. This is the kind of intense training that a freediver needs to go through to improve their ability to hold their breath.
That's when I decided I would do a final stroke to end the dive, but it was too late. I had my first blackout at my first competition. The safety divers quickly did the rescue protocol. Blow, tap, talk. Blow air on the face, tap the cheek, and talk to the diver, which will...
How does this happen?
Bring the freediver back to consciousness.
This cat
wait, because the lack of oxygen...
saw that this baby was about to crawl down the stairs and stopped him.
Wait! Yo!
This rare baby zebra was born with spots instead of stripes.
But special.
What is that? What?
A scientist...
Where are a zebra's udders? Because... Where are zebra udders? Wait, I need to look up something. Where are zebra udders? Oh, okay. Phew. I almost got banned there.
A scientist...
I'm not... Wait. I'm sorry.
This found a... This is what the heartbeat of an artificial heart sounds like.
Guys, I don't want to hear this. This, I hate this. But good luck. I'm closing my ears. Oh wait, there's a beat.
An artist took over 4,000 individual photographs, cut them out by hand, and made a stop-motion animation.
Whoa. Whoa.
This man is believed to have the largest hands in the world. His hand size is measured at around 14.5 inches around.
36.83? Wait. Wait. Mine is like, with one thumb. Wait, but that's my thumb. That's not...
This isn't the result of some sort of disease. He was just born with big arms and hands.
I'm not quite sure, but I can do silly things like hide little different things from around the house. And tomato juice. Put it in my hand and no, I can't see it. A lot of people don't realize it's very hard to
I took your tomato juice can!
stop the clothes, their shoes. The horses are nice, they're just relaxing to me. Gives me something to do, gets your minds off stuff and just enjoy them.
Vets will use tiny eye-punching machines on animals to test the pressure to make sure that they have healthy eyes. This dog has a condition where every time it gets excited, it faints for about a second.
No.
The owners checked in with various doctors to see if it was something serious like a seizure, but turns out it's completely harmless. The owners state that their dog is very happy and doesn't seem to be bothered too much by this neurological condition.
Oh!
For some reason, his bee was seen standing on his back legs.
I think that's a mating call! I think that's a mating call! Smash. Smash. Brother? Bro? Have you not seen the bee movie? Yes, you're supposed to like the mom, not the bee! I mean, if you were a freak, you would like the mom, you know? Yeah.
Here's a really creepy bird that sounds exactly like a crying baby.
Hey, this is Nico having a temper tantrum, getting ready for a show, and now she just said, "Why are you crying?" Nico, are you done? This is what I go through every day, and people think I have.
Guys, birds scare me.
Baby
Yeah,
up here.
hell no! Birds
I
scare
will
me,
show
man.
you. It's really just Nico. Nico.
It is not.
First, if you take your finger and push it through the middle like this, you will see that bananas are actually made of 3 separate pieces.
Guys, you can share bananas with your friends. Wait! No way!
This is how good clams are at cleaning up dirty water.
Wait! Clams do that? Guys, why don't we hire clams? Hire. Why don't we kidnap clams in, like, water places?
The United States Army recently released video footage showing off what their new night vision goggles can do.
It's like an X-ray! Nah! Nerf it! Nerf it!
These bees work together to open up a bottle of soda.
Se juntaram pra roubar o meu refrigerante. E elas vão conseguir, cara. Ó, a brisa.
Ah! Even I get number 1! I expose myself every day. Even I can do that!
This is what a marriage market looks like in China. You can walk right in and look for someone that might be your potential husband or wife.
What? You know what? I was weirded out at first. You know what?
In China,
You know what?
you can walk right in and look for someone
It's like Tinder, but in person, in a
that
way.
might be your potential husband or wife.
I'm a real marriage, not a matchmaking agency. Real, sincere marriage. Handsome man, 45 years old, 167 meter tall, stable work, good at cooking, honest and stable, decent style, hard working, down to earth, responsible for the family. Excellent. Guys, this is the perfect man. Dude, all the wives in China will fall for this guy. This is the perfect guy. Look. Retired with social security. No parents, no brothers, no wives. No smoking, alcohol. Oh, guys, wait. No smoking? Alcohol.
These men approach these 2 women and are trying to convince them that they are the perfect match. This is a blind hunters use to hide from animals, and this is what they look like from the inside.
Whoa, that's so smart.
Firefighters in Croatia were watching a crucial penalty shot when they were called to respond to an emergency.
This guy wanted to watch the match. I can tell. I knew it was gonna be this guy. He's like, wait, is there a camera? Oh, dang it, I have to go. There's a camera, I gotta go. He's still watching. Guys, look! Yes! Yes!
These chickens are worth about $5,000.
Whoa.
They are completely black. Even their internal
Whoa.
organs are black. They have a dominant
What?
gene that causes hyperpigment.
Can a chicken and a crow... Can a chicken and a crow... Can a chicken and a crow... Can they? No, okay. I had to ask you. If it goes
you eat an onion
I
in
know
the
something
winter,
else.
there's a very good chance that onion is several months old. The best onions can only be grown in the northern hemisphere during the summer. As a result, farmers need to save a large amount of onions so that consumers can eat them during the winter.
Whoa! I'm not freaky! I just want to yeah, sometimes I'm curious about life,
In case you
know?
didn't know, this is how deaf people wake up in the morning since they can't
Also, humans are freaky about that kind of stuff, but actually animals do it for survival,
hear
okay?
their alarm clock.
You can
Only
connect your phone,
humans are
and there's
freaky.
a motion button, but I don't have that one set up. So this, it vibrates the whole bed for us to know, okay, time to wake up. Notice the light flashing too.
Oh!
That is the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Later.